Hi, everybody. How are you? Um, I'm doing good. I'm coloring in Lorraine. Um, this is the page I'm coloring. And I'm thinking, because I'm kind of at one of those points where I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. Hold on, my camera's crooked. Okay, there we go. Still, all right. It bugs me, you guys. Um, so I think I've come up with a plan. I'm just hoping that I can really pull it off. So I'm thinking of making her like an ice queen. Although I can't really do that because of the flowers. So yeah, we'll just have to go with it. See what I come up with because I know what colors I want to do. So we're just gonna stay with those for right now. So how are y'all doing? Good, I hope. Let me see. I'm gonna do. I have just been, doing things around the house. It's hard to read these sometimes. I know I keep saying that, but geez. That's purple. I don't want the purple. Did I pull my other blue out? Is it stuck around here somewhere? I got pencils laying all over the place, you guys. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go in with this color first. Hi, Miss Lori. I'm good. Just kind of been, wanting to get on, but can't find the time to get on. And by the time you do find the time to get on, it's too late to get on. So today it's just like one of those days that I don't care. It's going to be later than what I want to be, but I wanted to color. I wanted to talk to y'all. And yeah, so that's kind of how that's went. I was watching Miss View's stream last night. Well, you've seen I was in there. She was flipping hilarious. Talking about the bunny thing. I thought Miss Ivy was never gonna speak to me again or something. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I don't hate bunnies. I just don't like coloring bunnies. Okay, so I gotta find out. Well, yes, it kind of, yes and no. I don't like to be, like my art room is right across from my bedroom. And it's not like we have like the thickest walls in the house. So if he goes to bed, I don't want to be in here laughing and cutting up and talking and, keeping him awake. So otherwise I wouldn't worry about it, but I try to have a little bit of respect, I guess. Okay, so you think that, but for me they're not. Um, and it's just like um, in every single coloring book. Sorry, my dog's at my door whining. Um, is my husband gonna have to let him in here so he calms down? He won't though. He'll just deal with him whining. So, anyways, every single coloring book has umpteen dozen bunnies, and not all of them are cute bunnies. I don't mind coloring cute bunnies, but I don't like coloring ugly bunnies. And there is such thing as ugly bunnies. I just really wish that, they find a different animal to go crazy on. Do turtles. Although for a while there, were all going crazy with birds too. So, and owls. Owls were all over everything there for a long time. Oh my goodness. He's either barking at the bunnies, because we have a lot of rabbits in our yard, um, or the deer crossing through to go feed, or the other dogs out there tormenting. But whatever the case, he's loud. Right? Some of them are just downright ugh. And I'm sorry, I love Anna Carlson books. She's one of my top artists, but I don't like her bunnies. Her people are a little questionable, but her bunnies are really bad. Trying to think of what book it was in. Yes, she does have cute bunnies. And I haven't blacked out one of her bunnies yet. Trying to think of what book that was in that I did that. I actually think it was done in a Hannah Carlson book. You were coming in when I did that, wasn't you? I did the big yellow moon with the. I tried to make the bunny look like it was a silhouette. And Miss View just thought that was like hilarious. So this lady that I'm coloring, when she changes her outfit colors, she changes the color of her hair too. It's just a wig or something. That's what that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Okay, I'm gonna have to think of what book that was in. I'm pretty sure. Was it in? I wonder if it was in this one. Oh, geez. There goes my camera again. Did those. Hey, that's a lady I was starting a long time ago, trying to make her skin bleed, but I didn't know how to do skin at the time. So I have to go in there and fix that. Okay, got it. Gets to that part and just keep flipping. Okay, so it wasn't that one. Was it? I don't think it was this one because I would have done the other side. Which I really need to leave this book up because there is a whip in here that I really need to finish. Okay. Wasn't that one. know it had good paper. And I'm pretty sure it was a Hannah Carlson book. Although, by the looks of it, I could be wrong because I'm not finding it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, guys, I give up. I will figure it out. It's got me stumped because now I want to know what I colored it in. It makes me mad that I can't find it. That's my chair, you guys. When I move, it makes that noise. Can't help it. It is what it is. All kinds of things stuffed in this book. Okay, well, if she can remember what book it was, she'll have to tell me because I can't remember what book it was. Huh. There isn't too many books that I would put markers in or acrylic paints. I think it's in this one, but you know, it's hard to tell. I'm gonna find this page, you guys, because now it's driving me nuts. Sorry. Because I usually know where my stuff is at. Yep. Well, she's gonna have to tell me when, if she comes in, what book it was in, because I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do. That. Don't you hate it when you know you did something, but you can't find where you put it? That just drives me so batty. I'm just kind of winging it here, you guys. I have no clue what I want this to look like. I had an idea, but I didn't take into consideration the flowers. So I'm going to have to rethink that idea. It is very annoying. Maybe it wasn't Anna Carlson. Maybe it was Johanna Basford. I betcha. Because she makes really, really ugly bunnies. And I would have definitely painted in her books. Because even though I don't mind her art, she's not one of my top 10. She's one of my top 20, but she's not one of my top 10. My absolute favorite artist is Nick Filbert. My second is Kirby Rozon. My third is the person that, and I don't know, I apologize for not knowing how to pronounce the name, but some of you got some pretty funky names. Is the lady that did Dream Voyage. Oh, piece of pizza. The edge of this paper. An Enchanted Earth. Those are my top 3. Top 4. Teresa Goodrich. I like hers. 5 is Rachel. I don't know if it's necessarily that order, but those are the top 5. Oh, excuse me. That was rude. Body's making all kinds of noises. And all I'm doing is sitting here. Let's do this one. Oh, this color. And over this one. And then we will do I wonder. Mm. No, that's what I'm looking for. Note. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. So I did her um, okay, so let's do, watch your ears. 2 more times. Gotta have a sharp pencil, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do these little things around her dress to match part of her crown and the flowers in her hair. You know, because I'm just kind of like that matchy type of person. Like my socks have to match my shirt. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Thank you very much, honey. I ordered me a hamper for my utility room today. I mean, I've got a hamper, but it's only one. And, you know, it's really hard to sort your clothes in one hamper. So you gotta take everything out of it, throw it on the floor, sort your clothes. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of over all that. I'm getting too old for that shit. So I ordered me a hamper with one that's got wheels on it. That's very cool. And 2, it's got 3 compartments. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my dark clothes, white clothes, and like reds and stuff like that, pinks in there. And then in the hamper that I have now, I'm going to use that for towels. And then that's pretty much all I need for my utility room. Well, I'd like to get one of those long rugs that say laundry that goes all the way across from the washer to the dryer. So that might be one of those things. Then again, it might not be, because, you know, I can just get 2 cheaper rugs and I don't have to worry about my husband getting mud and the dog getting mud and trash in it. And when they're wore out and they're disgusting, throw them away and get 2 more cheap ones. We live out in the country, people, and my husband loves to be outside. So that should tell you what I put up with. So my utility room gets the brunt of his activity. He's not allowed to go past the utility room in a lot of his stuff. Hunting season, he strips at the door. Okay. I think while I'm doing this, I'm going to. Okay, I need my clear glitter pen. Pretty sure this is the clear. Although it kind of looks silver, doesn't it? I don't have any silver, I don't think, in here though. Okay, cross your fingers, you guys. Okay. So I want this to look, yeah, it's the clear. I want some of these to look like diamonds. So I'm going to do the clear glitter pen because diamonds sparkle, right? You know, the people way back when, you know, they like their jewels. Oh, I'm going to have two next to each other's. Okay. Got that sign. I think what I'm going to start doing, you guys, and I'm just thinking about it, I haven't decided yet. On days that I'm not on here, because sometimes it's just really hard to get in here and even just to set in color. So I think what I would like to do, and I ain't taking any of my good books out in my living room. Not with my puppy dog. Nope, 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 nope. I love him very much, but that is not happening. It just is not. So I think what I would like to do is I have all these markers that's not being used at the moment. And so I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take one of my mandala books. I have several. And I think I'm going to take it out there with my markers. And that way I can color out there. And then when I come on here, if I haven't done anything in one of my books, which is usually kind of how it goes, I can at least show you what I've done on a mandala. Right? Because I can do that and watch TV. I can do that and do laundry. Yeah, I can set those down and, do whatever my husband needs me to do or whatever. And I don't have to worry about the dog breaking them or eating them. But if he broke one of my pencils, I'd be really upset. And, I don't want him ruining one of my books that I absolutely adore. And I don't think he would. I really don't. But he has a tendency to like to smell everything. And a dog's nose is always wet. At least it's supposed to be anyways. And his is always wet. Trust me. So I don't want him putting his nose on any of my art supplies. No siree. Not even like a little bit. So if he happens to do that and I don't notice, and it's just a mandala book, yeah, I'm not going to be fretting any. But y'all, if he did that to like my books, yeah, this mama would not be a happy camper. Oh, maybe she's just getting a cold. The weather's been kind of screwy. It's either really super hot or really super cool. The other nights, a couple nights ago, it got down to like 48 degrees. It's like, are you kidding me? We just had 90-degree weather. And the weather or the air quality has really been terrible because of the Canadian fires. So, it could be just that. Oh, yeah. Lori, are you doing artwork books? What's artwork books done? Okay, do I want to? How do I want to do this? I'm so confused. Um, do I want to stick with the yellow or do I want to do them purple? I'm going to do them purple. I am. Why? Because I do. Okay. So we're going to do these flowers purple. Because I like blue, yellow, and purple together. I think they're pretty colors. I thought about doing them peach, but I think peach would have been too close to yellow. So I think View is getting yeah, she's coloring in Rooms of Wonder. You missed that comment, didn't you, Lori? So, what was I saying? Duh. Oh, I think I said I was thinking about peach and it was too close to yellow. Okay. Takes me a minute, old age. So I think next month I'm going to. Oh, and I talked about the mandala thing. Okay. So back to the house. I'm just kind of all over the place, aren't I? I've got a linen closet, and even though it is like, I know you guys are gonna laugh at me, but it is how it is. I keep my towels and stuff kind of color coded, that type of thing. Like I don't mix like white towels with blue towels or blue towels with gray towels. I don't. Nope. 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 Um. So I think I've got towels that me and my husband bought 20, 30 years ago. Like, no. Sorry. I've got to update. So I think next month I found this really cool organization system thing for my linen closet. And since that's where my towels and my sheets and stuff go, because I do have a small house, so it needs a little bit more organization. That's okay, Dawn. Half the time I can't either. Spelling is like one of my worst subjects, actually. But you know what? We all have our things. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect except for the man upstairs. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how they've got these shaded. They've got all these marks in here. So I've been noticing, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, Lori, but I have been noticing that people are complaining about coloring grayscale. Like, since when? Like, grayscale has been around for like a long, long time. Why all of a sudden are people saying they don't know how to color in grayscale? Just color. Grayscale does the work. It's like one of the easiest things to color, to be honest. You can use one colored pencil and color grayscale, and it'll look like you used 3 and shaded it. The darker grayscale, the real dark grayscale, is called advanced grayscale. That's for somebody that, really don't mind trying to figure out what's what. That's a little bit too much for me. I don't like it when it's super dark. because it's hard to see anything. Gotta put that dark little crease in there. All right, that looks better, darker. No? Yeah, it's like like I said, one of the easiest things in the world to color. I love grayscale. It's kind of really forgiving too, you know. This is not grayscale, you guys. This is just showing you where the shading should be. This is not grayscale. Maybe parts of it's grayscale, but I don't consider this grayscale. Yeah, I think I might too, because I think I might too. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't color the center of the flower. And make sure I'm coloring the flower and not skin. Wipe my glasses off, they're dirty. I think I just stuck my finger in that wet nail pen. It shouldn't be wet anymore though. Gel pen dries pretty quick. Well, most gel pens. I've got a couple that they come out just like paint. And oh man, those things stay wet forever. I think they're called pentonics. Here they are. line scale. Well, doggone it, Kim. I couldn't pick up. Pentonic. These babies, they are gel pen, but they are wet. They are like, it takes these things forever to dry. You want to keep your book open for quite a while before you close it using those. Line scale. Never thought of that. Don't want to start nothing though, because do that and everybody go, that's not line scale, that's line art. So yeah. That's the center. So this petal's in here, so it's going to be darker than the rest of them. So yesterday when the view was going through her book, I seen what page I'm going to color next. They're really nice. I love the gel pens. They're really pretty gel pens. They're just extremely wet. First time I used them, when I pulled them out of the package, it was like, what? They come out in like you've seen how this came out. This came out like a regular gel pen. This almost comes out in like here, let me show you. Here, I'll use one of these because I can throw it away. Like okay, see if you can see how wet that looks, and it's that wet. And it takes it a long time to dry. Where like if I used like a regular gel pen, not a good thing to tell, but that's metallic. It's not that wet. Here, will it focus any? Focus. Can you tell the difference? Or am I just kind of... See how the one gel pen looks like it's drying already? Okay, like that barely like smears. It smeared in the one spot that was still wet. Okay, ready? Like this smears like everywhere. Yeah, there's a big difference. Alrighty. Now I gotta wipe my hands off because if I get it on this book, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay. Hang on, you guys. Just making sure it doesn't come off on my book. Okay. Hold on. So yeah, if you decide to, you wanted to try them, that's how, what they are. I wouldn't advise it if you want something that dries quick, because that's not going to be it. I like my, like I said, my dual hybrids and my jelly rolls are for my bling. And if I'm going to do coloring in a book with them, like a $1 or something, I use my, either my colorets or my Sue colors. Other than that, that's pretty much all the gel pens I have. It was getting to the point where I had a ton of them, and I just wasn't using them as much as I thought I would. Especially when I went to pencil, because I fell in love with pencil, and pencil lasts longer. Gel pens, you either got to keep buying them or keep buying the refills. So I just really fell in love with pencil. Until I stopped buying gel pens, and believe it or not, I stopped buying markers. I acrylic markers or a marker set of like Sharpies or something if I start to run out. Other than that, that's it. I don't buy them anymore. I don't use them enough to justify buying them, let alone buying an expensive set or something. No, just not my thing. Plus, if I start doing this mandala thing, when I'm not on here, I can use up some of my markers. Because, I mean, I've still got markers from like 6-8 years ago. I got markers left from my first set of Cali Arts. Yep, pencils are just so easy to, I don't know, I just love my pencils. Lori's probably thinking, yep, I would have never thought that one. Because I met Lori when I was a marker girl. Way back when. Okay, where's my white pencil? There it is. All right, I'm thinking I like the purple. I think that was a good choice. I hesitated a little, but anyways, I was saying, I think you got mine and Miss Taylor Made's picture mixed up. Because I think Miss Taylor Made is, I think she did the other ones. Right? Yep. I got Stettler fine liners from like way back when that are still working. I like just went through them like the end of last year. Made sure they were all working because I figured, well, God, these haven't been like used or out in a while, so I better go through them, see which ones are working and which ones aren't. They all worked. It's like, okay. But again, it's like, depends on how you take care of yourself too. I've never ever stored my markers standing up. It's not good for them. Try to keep them like out of direct sunlight, direct heat. Don't want them in the real big, like cold either. You don't want to stuff them in your freezer or something. So that looks really cool. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, where's that other pencil? I'm putting a little pressure on this, like I just don't want it to be a real light color. So I'm putting about, not quite a medium pressure, but a little bit. It's a Prisma, so it doesn't take a lot. Bye, Dawn. Right? Yep. That's why I stopped. Yeah, I've got way more than enough. I'm way good. Okay, so I'm gonna do. These don't have centers to them. So I'm just gonna make a little tiny center. Okay, very cool. All right, I still don't know how I want to do her headdress, this part. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. I do. I love this color. So vibrant. So yeah, I figured if I did the I believe you. Well, there's two of you that color too, and your mom loves markers, so that makes a big difference. You know, there's only one of me here, so. One of these days I'm going to have to do a supply video. Alright, so like I'm digging these purple flowers. You guys can't tell because like it doesn't look that bright on camera. But yeah, it's bright. And I left the ends white like that on purpose. I'm not done with them. But yeah. Okay, so you laugh at me when I do this because I bling out my stuff as I go. I don't wait. Oh, wrong one. Oh, that could have made a mess. Well, not really, but. Uh-oh. Am I getting low? See, I just bought these things. I go through Posca so fast. No, I wish I could find one that I liked better that wasn't Posca, because Posca's expensive, and I do go through these like they're water. But I have tried Sharpie ones. They suck. I don't like the white paint Sharpie pens. Not at all. I can't remember. There was one other one I tried and I didn't like it either. There's very few, I think, that can compare to a Posca. And when I say that, it's because Posca's, you know, you've seen me, all I had to do was shake it and it's working. I don't have to press down. I don't have to like reprime it. I don't have to do any of that stuff. Just shake it up and use it. A lot of the pens that you gotta pump, you have to reprime them. And when you reprime them, if you do it enough times, they do what I call spit. And that means you can be coloring with them like this, and it's going to spit out a big blob of white paint all over your picture because you've broken the seal in there from priming it so much. I don't know if these flowers have that, but they do now. I think my Posca's turned. It does feel kind of light. You can almost kind of feel when the paint's like going because they start feeling really light. Yeah, 2 Hertz seem to be expensive. Now I have found acrylic paint pens, but I don't think those are, if you have to buy them one, I don't think I've found them that you can buy them single. But I imagine you could. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Because I found these a long time ago, and these are the black ones, and they're just acrylic paint pens. But they don't last very long. Not at all. There's not a lot in there, so. I'm buffering. Hold on. Am I back? Am I still buffering? Okay, so I'm back. Oh, hold on. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna go see what Abuse is doing. She's on, and I will talk to you guys a little later. Okay, bye everybody.